All right. Carolina is going to be at Philadelphia tonight in this one, and Carolina. But Philadelphia's looked pretty good, right? I mean, I think we all can agree that Philadelphia's been a bit of a pleasant surprise this season. But Carolina's $1.85, and the total here is 6 tonight with Frederick Anderson. It looks like on the road. Maybe we can call it 6/15 here. Fire up the goalies, make sure we got that right as well. But I think I'm already know what where I'm headed with this one. Like I said, I think Philadelphia's been fine so far, and I'm one of the harshest critics of Philadelphia. I'm always looking to play against Philadelphia in spots, always thinking against Philly first, but Carter Hart confirmed in goal here today as of just 40 minutes ago. So good news here as Hart. Um, uh, the Flyers did struggle. He wasn't in there on Sunday, and the Flyers gave up 7 goals in that game to Anaheim. That turned out to be kind of a joke. The Flyers can do it here. I think Hart comes back 2.18 goals against and a 92% save percentage. Hart is 4-2 so far this season. So I would think as a dog. What's the critical notice? Let me look at the puck line here. I think we'll take the Flyers plus 1.5 at minus $1.50 or so today. Final. Against the Hurricanes. That's going to be my play. I will take the Flyers here in this one. And don't know yet about Anderson, but look, Carolina, they've done fine so far, 5-4, but Philly, they've been a pleasant surprise. And I don't know, Carolina 3-6 on the puck line. Philadelphia, they are, let's see, 6-2 on the puck line so far. And I would think, let me see, maybe they were favored in one game. I don't know why I worry about it. So biggest season, you're going to remember 1 or 2 games by the time you get all into it. Let me see. No, yeah, Flyers have been favored in one game, so they're 6-1 as a puck line dog, and Carolina 1-5 as a puck line favorite on the road. Give me the Flyers here at minus $1.50. That doesn't add up. They should be probably $2 favorites on the puck line. Give me the Flyers here in this one. And Jay says, yeah, exactly here. That's exactly what we're doing. Doubles is off today. Yeah, but still, we don't want to. Panthers, Bruins, NHL action here for Monday night. The Panthers on the road, they're an underdog. The Bruins are minus $1.60, and the total here is wow. The total here is 6/20. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so 6/20 is the total here in this one with the Panthers and the Bruins. All right. This one opened here. Let me take a look at the opening. Was $1.70 as we listed there on the screen. And you're seeing some pressure here, definitely to the over in this one, but I'm probably just going to end up taking the Florida Panthers here. Oh man, that puck line is $1.70. Oh, that's not great. I wanted to try to find a way to get on the Panthers here at $1.40 ish or so. I think that's felt like the right play to me to a certain extent was Florida here. Let's see if you guys have any comments, and I'll break down the game just a little bit. I mean, it is after all, Boston still undefeated, and I'm trying to find a spot to get on the other team, but maybe the Sharps are doing it today as well. This has always been Boston crushing Florida. They've won 20 of the last 28 meetings. Boston and under here, though, for Dre. Yeah, I'm not. Now, these two teams have gone 5 and 10 to the under. 10 unders, 5 overs so far this season between these two teams. But I didn't feel like maybe it was necessarily going uh, to be that way today. I would think this one's got a chance to have some goals. And the fact that it's moved down to 6, I'm going to give out. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with Florida and just take the puck line is just such a high price, and I do think they can, uh, win the game in an upset here. Like I said, Boston's good. I get all that. Give me, give me Florida. Okay, I'm gonna take them on the puck line, $1.70, whatever. But I'll sprinkle the money line here. Thank you, Peasy. There it is, 20 and 28. Don't forget the Bruin revenge, he says. Let's see. Well, of course, the long, uh, um, right? The long-term Bruin revenge, I guess, right, is what you're saying from the playoff series that. No, that yeah, that Florida won, right? The overtime game, 4-3. Oh boy, let me oh, timeout here, you guys. Thank you. A lot going on here at the old studio. And right, Ferner, maybe I'm on the dogs too. And I try to be that. I do try to be that guy, actually, right? Don't be the guy trying to take all the dogs. Well, you know what? I take more favorites than people give me credit than people say. So, like, I try to make it a point to, take these underdogs because that's the way we do it. That's the way we're gonna get there. And let's keep moving on, man. A lot of hockey. The Ducks and the Penguins. The Penguins at 235. Oh, well, at least it's gone down. 235, maybe even 240. 6.5 over minus 115. So definitely seeing a move here to the, we're seeing a move to the Ducks, I guess. And the Ducks have, what can you say? They've done, you know what? It's been, as a Ducks fan, I like the Ducks to a certain extent. And they've done a pretty nice job, quite frankly, so far this season. So why wouldn't they keep it going here right now? It feels like to me, I would probably want to take another dog here and take the Ducks somehow. They seem to be hanging in there with everybody at this point. I mean, after all, so far the Ducks do have 4 victories. Pittsburgh got 3. This is the Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks. For those of you who might be just getting into this thing. They used to be the Mighty Ducks, famous movie, famous. Talk about the greatest sports movies of all time. That's not one of them, but it was fun and it was about hockey. So, anyways, the Ducks have been pretty terrific. What's the price here? I want the Ducks plus 1.5 minus $1.30 or so. I don't care. I'm taking them. I'll sprinkle the money line. I'm taking the Ducks today. Monday, hockey. Come on. Okay, Pittsburgh's won 11 of the last 14 meetings in Pittsburgh. Let's, be realistic to a certain extent. But, for those 4 victories, 3 of them have come on the road so far. They've won. Well, they've won 3 straight on the road. They've won 3 straight on this road trip. The bubble has got to burst, right? They can't win another game, can they? These Ducks. I don't know, they're passing the puck well. You know, they beat Philly, they beat Boston, they beat Columbus, they beat Boston. Everybody, I mean, it was in overtime, but they got that one there. That's the only blemish on their record. So sometimes you look to look what the Kraken did last year. Some teams are just I don't know the road. What do they call it? Road cooking. You know, who doesn't like to go on the road and get room service? Right? Home cooking, okay, comfort food. Trey's on the Ducks, Moo, Jay's on the Ducks. Ray says, the Bruins will play on that other one. Okay, give me the Ducks again until further notice. We're on the Ducks. I know it's hard to be a Kings fan and a Ducks fan, but hey, like I said, I like multiple teams, man. Kraken and Lightning here. Kraken on the road as well, taking on Tampa Bay. Here in this one with Tampa Bay favored dollar 60, 6.5 under 15 right now. And boy, who said take those underdogs? Oh, that's probably the. Could I get on another underdog here with Seattle? Probably. Feel like we're just. I don't want to be like mocking Ferner talking about getting on these underdogs, but probably trying to look for another spot to get on Seattle here. Man, the price. What is it? Dollar. Well, it is going down pretty steep here. Actually, it's probably getting into the range where they could probably play the Lightning. Um, maybe now it feels like, but for me, I don't know. The total the 6.5 now. That might be getting a little bit high too. And I'm gonna let's take the under here in this one. I can't. I was gonna try Seattle, and even for me, the price may have gone out the window a little bit. But I don't know if I can try a favorite, but I don't think I'll do it on the air. I would probably just do it privately in pocket. Dre's on Seattle though, and I will take the under in this one at 6.5 goals with the Kraken and the Lightning. Lightning coming in 4-2. Kraken already have 5 losses so far this season, and uh, last year, remember how good they were on the road. I will say this also: these two teams have played 10 unders so far this season and just 5 overs combined. Combined, and Seattle has gone under in 8 of their last 10, dating back to last year. And of course, everyone knows the key statistic on this game: 12-6-15 Rehai. Thank you, Mike. Here's the Rangers and the Jets. Igor here in goal in this one. Uh, it's Monday, and I'm not doing a good job of keeping us informed on the goalies. And we have seen some information come out on these guys. So let's make sure we're keeping everybody abreast of the goalie changes here today in situation. Let me see. I almost want to go back and see the ones where we had changes, like the Lightning. Johansson, he's likely today. Frederick Anderson now likely. Tristan Yari likely for the Penguins, and here Connor Hellebuck is going to be likely to play in goal. Nothing yet for Igor here in this one for the Rangers. But certainly the Rangers still a favorite today in this one at $1.20 now, 5.5 over 20. So we got a 5.5 sighting today, no doubt about it. This thing opened, it did open though as high as 6 here, and well, I'm feels like with Shesterkin and Hellebuck, I'm just gonna have to give it out here on the show. I don't want to necessarily early on the season. I do, yeah, maybe I need more data points to get on and under 5.5 to a certain extent here, but I do want the under. And if it's going to be 5.5, I'll just have to take it as such. Yeah, we could buy it up privately, but for show purposes, we want to be upfront. And I would think this is. It feels to me, no locks, no dead solid under type of proclamations I can do, right. Dead solid under feels like here to me. You look at uh, you know, to me, Winnipeg, if they're going to be uh, what uh, plus $1.05 or so against Igor, and the way the Red Wings on the road right now. Let's take a look at some of these Red Wings scores on the road. Okay, they've had some unders definitely. Now the big game against Vancouver, it did go over 2 nights ago, 4-3, but at Edmonton was 3-0. At Calgary was 3-1. At Seattle was 4-1. This is their 5th straight road game for the Rangers. I think this equals, under for me in that situation. So we'll see, because so far Winnipeg. I think they've been playing a little bit to the over. They're 4-3 to the over. Rangers are 2-6 to the under so far this season. So I'm going under though for sure. 5.5. Give me the under. Uh, 6 was a premium. I'm just gonna have to go under here on the show right now. All right. Red Wings taking on the Isles in this one, and you have the Islanders a favorite here, $1.55 or so, and the total 6 under 20 in this one with the Islanders going up here against the Red Wings. All right, there was some widely reported steam that came in on the Islanders, and that's kind of driven this price up. The steam came in at about $1.48 or so, but now you see the number that we're dealing with here, and I don't know. For me, I'm probably gonna. It's not real comfortable, and it's not going to make Ray very, very happy. But I'm going to take the Islanders here and give me a road favorite tonight. They took the steam. I think it's probably pretty legit here. Look, everything that the Red Wings have done, this has been absolutely great. I've been trying to convince myself that this is real. And I want to convince myself that the Islanders are real. I like these, hey, if I like 10 teams, these guys are in the 10 teams that I like. Maybe for personal reasons, but Islanders 4-2-1 so far. Detroit 5-3-1. Both teams, I'd say, doing pretty well, but Detroit's start feels like more surprising to a certain extent. The Islanders weren't very good either, and they're actually off to pretty good start as well right now. Let's see what you guys say here. It's only $1.59, says Mike. Like, are you saying, Mike, it's only $1.59 or it's only $1.59? Because I don't know, right? You don't necessarily want to be on an Islanders laying too much of a price, but now I'm probably willing to do it today. Looking, because here's the thing. Okay, for Detroit, what is it? They lost at Boston 4-1. They lost at home to Winnipeg 4-1. They've lost to Seattle 5-4 to kind of you know erase some of that 5-game winning streak here as they've come back down to earth over the last couple of games. Meanwhile, Islanders kind of trending opposite. They won at Columbus 2-0. They beat Ottawa 3-2 after having a 3-game losing streak. Of course, they opened the season with 2 straight wins, so a little bit up and down for the Islanders. I'll take the Islanders tonight. Give them to me here at minus $1.59 or whatever. Whatever Mike said there, $1.59. I'll take them. Give me the Islanders tonight. Columbus is going to be at Dallas. Dallas is a huge 280 favorite now in this one. A huge favorite for the Stars here against the Blue Jackets. And I don't know, Blue Jackets have been playing some surprisingly good hockey so far. And why wouldn't Columbus be able to compete here in this one at this price today if they're doing so well? I don't mind that. I might be looking here at old Columbus at this price. What are you guys going to do? For me, I think this start for Columbus, 3 wins so far this season, a couple of overtime wins, I believe, as well. Let's see. They got points against. They beat Minnesota 5-4 on the road in overtime. They lost at home to Anaheim 3-2 in overtime. They lost at Montreal 4-3 in overtime. They played 3 consecutive overtime games before that. Loss to the Islanders. And as far as Dallas is concerned, they are lost to Toronto 4-1 in that last game that ended their 3-game winning streak. So we know Dallas is a much better team. Columbus, though, has done a nice job to get off to the type of start that they have. So I'm going to ride with Columbus here on the puck line. We've been getting a little bit. No, maybe it's minus $1.10 or so, but I'm going to try Columbus today on the road on the puck line. In this one, Dre's on the Stars. Ferner says, what about the under here? No, Ferner, I'm not going to give it away, but boy, it's going to be hard to, I'm probably going over. Probably going over big here in this one. Maybe some information could come in, maybe there, but just not sure that I can agree with that. Okay, interesting. Blackhawks, Coyotes. Look, what's going on here with this one? The Coyotes are favored here, $1.85. And the total is 6/15. Well, at least it went down 10 cents. You mean to tell me that these two teams that were so bad and the Blackhawks now have one of the true up-and-coming young superstars of the game, and the Coyotes were absolutely terrible last year. So were now they're $1.85 over the. What's going on here? Is this a tarp or something tonight? Because that does not make much sense at all. Now look, Vamelka. Well, let's see who's in there, right? Let me take a look. Look, Vamelka's been doing great. He is one of a few more goalies on those other games. I know I'm not supposed to mention them in these other threads, but Sorokin confirmed for the Islanders. That was one goalie expected to be in there. Let's see here, though. Okay, Connor Ingram is in goal in this one, so maybe that's where the 10-cent move comes from. I think there's a big difference between Velmica and Ingram. I think Vesmelka is a better goalie than I think. I mean, to me, Vesmelka is kind of the guy. He's kind of been moving up the ranks of the goal. I like him, right? Ingram, 1-1, 3.18 ERA, 89 cents save percentage, 89 cents, 89 cents, a 98-cent beauty pageant, 89 percent save percentage for Ingram. From Mrazek, if he's in there, 2-3 with a 3.0 goals against and a 92% save percentage. So I'm on the Blackhawks. I mean, come on. I've got to take the Blackhawks here, don't I? At this point, with this situation, come on. How do you not? Given the these it shouldn't be a pick 'em or something. What's going on? Is it a tarp? Is it a tarp? Widely reported steam came in on the under here, and not sure. Not I'm not going to say that what um let's see here. Who did say it? Ferner. Yeah, I'm going to take back what I said a little bit about the comments there, um, about straight over. I'm not sure actually. Okay, I think did we get everybody's pick in there? One more on the ice, and it's two more of my teams, of my 9 teams that I like here with the Canadiens and the Golden Knights. And yeah, I think I've seen this goalie situation here with no, neither of these guys are confirmed just yet. Okay, no problem. With Jake Allen here up against Aiden Hill. And we can take a look, maybe break this down a little bit. Probably, probably end up on more underdog action here if they're going to have 245. Let's see what the price is currently. I imagine it hasn't moved too much. Okay, the moves on my Montreal Canadiens again down to, oh, Golden Knights down to 225 or so. Oh boy. Now, I'm not thinking anything about the Canadians being for real. I'm too real myself to think that this 5-2-1 start is anything but short-term variance. But it is fun to be 5-2-1 if you're kind of a Montreal fan like I am. Now you are going up against a mighty Golden Knights, and it feels like the bubble's going to burst soon enough, but it hasn't. It did to a certain extent against the Blackhawks in that game that they lost in overtime. And yes, it did take a shootout to beat Cam Talbot and the Kings last time out. So, if anything, that Vegas, you know, armor has been getting dinged a little bit here of late by the opposition. I'll take Montreal tonight in this one with Allen or Sam. It doesn't matter to me, I don't think. But Montreal, they're got a win over Winnipeg at home in a shootout. They got a win against Columbus in overtime. And they also have beaten Buffalo on the road. And they have a win at home against Washington in overtime. So it's been fun times for the Canadiens. Feels good to be playing well if you're Montreal right now. Vegas certainly can, they've been playing great. But this has been nice. Maybe Montreal's not getting the best price.